Was a letter from a minister a requirement?
No.
Right. So am I to understand from your answer that the letter of the minister played no role?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it was a recommendation.
Did you consider the recommendations from the ministers?
Yes, it was a recommendation like from anybody else. It is a recommendation. It is a letter from the minister recommending. And the approval is given based on the information presented to say that the person met the requirement for a visa.
So if a minister writes to you and says, Mr. Sam or Miss Mary from China wants to come to Belize and is applying for a visa, and I ask you to give it favorable consideration, have you ever called a minister and asked him if he knows those people who he is recommending?
That application is then given to the officer in charge of that section so that they could do the due process to process that application, and based on their recommendation, that approval is given.
Right. I will ask you my question again. Have you ever called one of the ministers and asked them?
No.
Right. So what did you do with those letters?
Those letters was used as recommendation on the file, and when the officer brings it to me and say that the person meets the requirement, that is the basis upon which we give the approval.